we're going to change the way we live on the planet, whether we like it or not. Because the United States has a small population, and we use a lot of fossil fuel. And we know that the rest of the world isn't going to stand for that, right? So we're going to have to get by, no matter what we do in the United States, on less and less and less fossil fuel. And that will be good for the planet. And your generation is the one that's going to fix it. So this is really appropriate that we're here today, just before Earth Day on April 22nd, and just before Arbor Day on April 29th, I think, to get started, right? To get started. If you think the task is really big, you got to get started today, right? If global warming is a big job and we've got to fix it, well, we should have started yesterday. But we can start today, right? And actually, we'll get started Saturday. Is that a good goal? Mm-hmm. Thank you, everybody. This was really great. I'm really happy to have been here. Give yourselves a round of applause. This is great. This is Yasmin Olivares, and she is going to come right behind the podium here, and she's going to read you her wonderful essay.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Yasmin Olivares, and I am a 5th grade student at Columbus School and a member of the Student Council. On behalf of Columbus School, our Student Council is proud to be partnering with Mayor Bill Finch and the City of Bridgeport to raise awareness of the damaging effects global warming and climate change is having on the Earth's environment. Earth Hour is an international event that asks households and businesses to turn off their lights and non-essential electrical appliances for 1 hour to promote electricity conservation and thus lower carbon emissions. Earth Hour is a global event created to symbolize that each of us, working together, can make a positive impact on climate change, no matter who we are or where we live. It is intended to bring together a diverse group of community, government, corporate, and non-governmental organizations to heighten awareness about climate change and to inspire consumers and businesses to take practical actions to reduce their own carbon footprints. Promoted by the Worldwide Fund for Nature Australia and the Sydney Morning Herald, the first Earth Hour was held in Sydney, Australia on March 31st, 2007. That simple act was captured the hearts and minds of all people all over the world. As a result, at 8 p.m., March 29, 2008, millions of people in some of the world's major capital cities, including Copenhagen, Toronto, Chicago, Melbourne, Brisbane, and Tel Aviv, will unite and switch off for Earth Hour. Because of our efforts, I am proud to say Bridgeport, Connecticut will be part of this distinguished group. As of 24th March, over 11,900 businesses and 188,000 individuals had indicated their intention to participate. Please join us in making our Earth a better place to live. Thank you.
Diamari Hernandez.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Diamari Hernandez, and I'm also a member of the Student Council and a 6th grader at Columbus School. I'm honored to be here with Mayor Finch speaking about Earth Hour. Earth Hour is an important event created to raise awareness of a great threat to our world. That is damaging effect greenhouse gas emissions is having on the Earth's atmosphere, particularly regarding climate change and global warming. The Earth's climate has changed many times during the planet's history, with events ranging from ice ages to long periods of warmth. Historically, natural factors such as volcanic eruptions, changes in the Earth's orbit, and the amount of energy released from the sun have affected the Earth's climate. Beginning late in the 18th century, human activities associated with the Industrial Revolution have also changed the composition of the atmosphere and influenced the Earth's climate. For over the past 200 years, the burning of fossil fuels such as coal and oil and deforestation have caused the concentrations of heat-trapping greenhouse gases to increase significantly in our atmosphere. These gases prevent heat from escaping to space, somewhat like the glass panels of a greenhouse. Greenhouse gases are necessary to life as we know it. because they keep the planet's surface warmer than it otherwise would be. But as the concentrations of these gases continue to increase in the atmosphere, the Earth's temperature is climbing above past levels. Most of the warming in recent decades is the result of human activities. Climate change affects people, plants, and animals. Scientists have observed that some changes are already occurring. Observed effects include sea level rise, shrinking glaciers, changes in the range and distribution of plants and animals, trees blooming earlier, lengthening of growing seasons, ice on rivers, and lakes freezing and breaking up earlier, and thawing of permafrost. Greenhouse gases are emitted as a result of the energy we use by driving and using electricity, and through other activities that support our quality of life by growing food and raising livestock. But greenhouse gas emissions can be minimized through simple measures like changing light bulbs in your home and properly inflating your tires to improve your car's economy. The Student Council is proud to spearheading the drive to help educate the citizens of Bridgeport about this important global issue and what we can do collectively and as individuals to make this world a better and safer place to live. Thank you.
Wow. These guys are terrific, aren't they? Joshua Rodriguez.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Joshua Rodriguez, and I am the Vice President of Columbus School Student Council. I am pleased to be here with Mayor Finch and my fellow council members to discuss the great problems our Earth is facing. Climate change is perhaps the most significant issue facing our planet today. Worldwide, the 10 hottest years on record has occurred since 1996, with 2005 being the hottest yet. The number of hot days are increasing, and heat waves are becoming more frequent. The burning of fossil fuel is leading cause of global warming and climate change. Powering fossil fuels and burning fossil fuels create electricity. We also burn fossil fuels to power our cars. Burning fossil fuel releases billions of tons of carbon dioxide pollution into the atmosphere and is the largest source of greenhouse gas from human activities. The U.S. is the second largest user of carbon dioxide pollution behind only China. In 2005, total carbon emissions from fossil fuels in the U.S. alone were nearly 6 billion metric tons. That's equivalent to the weight of over 1 billion elephants. The U.S. contributes 21% of the world's emissions for fossil fuels, even though we account for less than 5% of the world's pollution. The average American is responsible for 20 tons of CO, and that's over 4 times the world's average. Carbon dioxide emissions in the U.S. have increased over 15% since 1990 and is projected to increase another 25% between 2020 and 2030. We can and must do something to help. There are many opportunities for us to have an impact by thinking of ways we can curb our emissions in our daily lives. Earth Hour is all about seizing those opportunities. It's all about people around the world, individuals, families, businesses, and even governments. Speaking with one voice, singling commitments to take action in our own household and in our own environment, in our communities to curb our carbon emissions and live more sustainably. Thank you everyone for being here.
Columbus School!
Yeah, okay.
Thank you. I'm going to take one more. I'm going to take one more real quick.
Great.
Thank you.
Why don't you guys have a quick seat? I need to talk to you before we go.
School are actually leading the entire city of Bridgeport's effort to reduce global warming by turning all the lights off on Earth Hour Saturday morning. 1 hour, all around the city, people are going to turn the lights off, and the kids here at Columbus School are the leaders in that.
And what did you think of the kids' essays?
These kids wrote terrific essays, and I wished when I was a legislator that the people who testified made as much sense as the kids at Columbus School.